Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth. Telling you, yeah, the truth, the truth. You have to go back to the roots, the roots. Go to the roots, to the roots. Yeah, man, you know, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, you know, no matter how them try to run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
Subscribe now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Afridamus Report. I'm your host, Afridamus. I want to welcome all of you to today's edition of the Afridamus Report. If you're new here, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and spread the news so people can come receive the edutainment on the best YouTube channel on this side of heaven. So do not deprive other people of this edutainment. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank all of you for being here today again, like I promised. You guys remember I did a show last week about the sex tourism, saying that the Gambian minister, the Gambian tourism minister, have banned, specifically said, all British grandmas. They said these women go to the Gambia. Specifically, for some reason, Gambia is the one chosen. So they go over there to get vitamin D. And I don't mean from the sun alone. Okay? So it's been going on. There was so many people talking about this. It was all over the internet. Some people even started doing propaganda videos. And these are like Kenyans. Some of them, they make fake videos, you know, against the Gambia, right? But, you know, the publicity somehow is bad. Some say is bad, but at the end of the day, you know, when we see this type of publicity, people like myself have to step in and analyze the news. So when I did the show here last week about the sex tourism, I opened up the line. There were so many people who called in, you know, and some were in the chat writing. But you see, the people that you guys refer to as bumsters, they heard your comments and they read, you know, the things you wrote. And they've sent their message. They have their words as well. I'm going to play that here. They've sent this message to their Cameroonian haters, especially, and the Somalian haters that were out here calling them weak, useless, not understanding how things are working out over there. Because, you know, like I said, everyone had a lot to say, even the white women. The old white women themselves who came, there was a couple of them who were 3 or 4s. So these women, they went over to the Gambia, right? I guess they had the best time of, you know, this is the greatest time they've ever had. So these women traveled back to the UK. So they have this UK show. Guys, if you're here in America, it's kind of like one of those, you know, Good Morning America show. So it's like one of those, you know. So these women went over there and they started talking about their sexcapades over there in the Gambia, how they were living their lives. I mean, Like they were giggling. This, it spread like wildfire all over the diaspora. So some of the Gambian diasporans that saw it, some were very upset, and the black diasporans, the blacks and the UK people, the Jamaicans and others, especially the blacks here, and the other Africans, like the Cameroonians. The Bumsters suspect that the Cameroonians, they are speaking from a point of, jealousy. They are very jealous of what is happening, but we will come to that. But all these people started, in fact, using that as a weapon against, Gambian people, and say, oh, the whole country, in fact, you know, is sex to, the people have been taken advantage of. I mean, some people exaggerated the story. Even some people were using it to make money on YouTube, where they would show stuff, and blow it out of proportion, But the people themselves that they are saying, these grandmas, people, I don't want to put a color to these grandmas, because I have videos here. When I play these videos, it will literally change your view. You see, the world that we live in, i.e. the United States, we are very familiar. We would hear stories about, like on YouTube, people would say, they call them passport bros. Okay. These are men who travel to Dominican Republic, Brazil, Thailand, other places, to go get, good time. But the women are into this as well. Western women are into this as well. Before YouTube ever was around, I remember there was a show. It was hosted by a man the show was called the T-Man Show. So this show, they were talking about they discovered that some older white women from Florida, they were going to Kenya. They discovered Kenya. So Kenya was on the map for a while, even though some of the Kenyans went and did that propaganda video showing Mombasa and trying to present it as Gambia. We are onto you. I already know, you guys are painting Gambia there, but that place is not Gambia. Okay? So they were talking about Kenya. In fact, I called into the show. I pretended to be a Kenyan. You see? So when I called in, they asked me what my name was. In the show, my name was Jumbo. And they said, Jumbo, do you wish you were over there with the rest of the crew? I said, absolutely. And, I just made up some accent, it's some American show, some white people, they don't know the difference, right? So, but just to give you an example, so most of you are late in this game. But when they started talking about Gambia, even me myself, I didn't know, it is the spot. So I'm going to bring you the news. I'm going to show you some clips, what led up to the UK, especially the UK white women, not just the white women, the UK women, the grandmas that's what they call them. Why they are being banned? Because they said these women are taking advantage of these men. Great advantage. Sexually abusing them. But one thing I have never had the opportunity to find out, which is now we all have it now. I have the audios here. Kemet Kunter, a friend of the show, took the time. He went out there and spoke to some of the people. I have all those videos. But before we get there, I'm going to play this short clip that a YouTuber made. Very good clip, in fact. So this clip is what brought us to where we are today. Here we go.
Video. I don't have a lot to say, but this video I showed yesterday, so I have to make a reaction video on it. So the video is about the country called the Gambia. So we are going to watch this video. The video is all about sexy tourism in the Gambia. So let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure if you're new here, you know what to do. Smack the subscription button here. Comment down below. Share the video with your friends, family, whatever. So stay tuned in.
Do exactly as he said. Please like and share this video, and share the show as well. And if you're not already subscribed here, I don't know what you're waiting for. Some people, they watch me, but they don't want other people to know that you're watching. Look, just come join us. There's no problem here. We talk about all kinds of shows, so just join us, and you wouldn't find this type of analysis anywhere here on YouTube. This show is the best show for that. Who else can break down why the UK grannies are being banned? So let's find out if these UK grannies are only white women. Okay, somehow they are not discriminating past the you know what, I'll just let you guys see for yourself. I'll let you see for yourself.
And then grab your thing and enjoy in just 3 minutes. Let's start to watch.
Nice to meet you. So you started with me flirting inside already. No,
She hasn't even got a coat off yet.
breakfast. I'll be honest with you, I have fun. I say, why not? Go there and have fun. I'm a woman, I'll go there and have fun.
Don't you feel a bit morally like?
No, I don't feel morally
video is
nothing.
about
Really?
Morally
the
nothing,
travel
no.
to
I for my
Gambia.
no. So I do what I want with my no.
Could it be more if you asked it? If you
It could
asked
be
for
more if it's the right person.
Oh, really?
Yes.
But you've never met the right person?
No, not yet.
Come here.
I met somebody actually, 49 years old, not too young.
What's this guy's name?
His name is Bob the Builder. I put my foot down from the day one.
So that is a black woman, okay, a black UK person, not a Becky, or not a white Becky. So when we hear about who is sexploiting, it looks like it's not only the whites. So I just want to point that out.
What do you say to him?
If you ask me for anything,
You guys see right there, right? Okay.
you won't see me again.
I've seen a lot of white women, older white women with young Gambian guys out here.
I know what the Gambian boys are up to. Better way of living. Because all of them are living not so good. In a room, no cupboards, just a bed, nothing.
So is that even the truth? Every year, European.
So she's saying she knows what they're up to. She's saying the Gambian guys are broke, they don't even have good beds. So meaning you can just take advantage of them. Code word, right? Okay.
Women head to Gambia for sun.
You see, the way it comes across in the UK is that these guys are exploiting older women.
Your thought
No.
in the comment.
Why don't the headlines be that the old woman was exploiting a younger man? I mean, it's a 50-50 narration here.
Who's exploiting who?
Both.
So that is a Gambian guy, a Gambian rapper that they asked. He said, look, both sides, they ask him, who's exploiting who? Is the quote unquote old European women exploiting the guys? Or are the guys exploiting them? Which one is it? He said 50-50. It's a give and take. These people are enjoying each other's company. So that's what he's saying. So as you guys can see, Gambia is super fun. The Europeans are having a great time. So now you can see why people go there.
Being here, it refreshes you. It makes you feel alive. When you go out and somebody says, yo, you feel good. If you got someone who's beside you, no matter how old you get, you have someone beside you to share that oldness. As long as these old legs can keep going, I'll still be.
And guys, feel free to leave your comments, express. Let me know who you think is exploiting who. So this is a black UK granny. She's saying, hey, she feels good when she gets there. So in America, we have the passport bros. In Europe, they got the passport grannies.
They're 80, but still.
They left it so far. I don't know how to say it, I feel something when I see people.
So it's like they are
And
about
she
to
feels
play
something
the
too.
advantage
Yeah, we
of
both
the
looked at each
young
other.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
As he walked past me,
because they
We
don't
looked-
have
we looked at
living
each other
conditions. It's
together.
not so
And it
good.
was like, whoa.
Click.
I don't know, but
See that?
tell me your opinion.
I love her,
Really?
Of course.
It's love at
From the
first
bottom
sight.
of my heart,
Enter if you're good looking. Hi, darling. I'm a person who suffered with knee pain and back pain, and when I'm here, I don't get that anymore.
See? So the Gambia is a healing spot for many. So she usually suffers from back pain, knee pain, but when she gets to the Gambia, all that disappears. Man, Gambia has, look, the environment itself is like a hospital. All your pain is taken away. Okay? So, I mean, this is why I want all of you, because some of you like to pass judgments. I've seen what most of you were writing the last time. So now, what do you feel ashamed? Do you feel ashamed that you wanted to deprive this woman from her healing? How do you feel now? Now that you're hearing her cry out to all of you when she's in the UK, all she feels is pain. She can't even walk, backache. But once she hit the smiling coast, that sun, that vitamin D there heals everything. Gambia is a pain killer section of Africa. And the Cameroonians, they can't take it. They are so jealous. They are so jealous of what is happening that, when last week when they called in, all they did was try to disparage the Gambians. But you are going to hear from them. Just stay tuned. So I want us to hear from all sides of the story. Okay? So that's her.
I know as soon as I land in the UK, I'm back in pain.
Damn, that's deep. When she gets back to the UK, her pain comes right back.
Oh,
So they are now engaged. What do you guys have to say? Apparently they are engaged now.
So, is that even a true love or money love? Make sure leave your comment and don't forget to like, share the video. Thank you.
So guys, you've seen that, right? So I'm seeing some people here are already kind of like, man, they don't approve of this, right? So this is one type of news that was circulating that eventually the Gambian minister got to this point here. Let me play what the British are saying.
Gambia has a stark warning for British tourists. The West African country says British women should stop coming to the country looking for flings with younger men. That's a euphemism. The director of the tourism board there has suggested he wants to send what he calls promiscuous pensioners packing, as the country wants to attract what were described as quality tourists who come to enjoy the culture instead of sex. Well, sex tourism took hold there after the launch of budget package tours in the 1990s, with reports of young Gambian beach boys often seen assisting older female tourists, some old enough to be their grandmothers. Journalist, writer and commentator Karen.
So you're hearing this. So the Gambia tourism, they said they are banning the British women that are coming there for, sex. They said some of these are old enough to be this guy's grandmothers. So the Gambia Tourism Board, they've had it. They've had it. They're like, look, we're sick and tired of this. How about we're banning them? So let's hear, what caused all this. You've seen the video. So some of these videos, the Gambia Tourism Board don't like it.
Caroline Farrow joins me now. Hi to you, Caroline. It's very rare that I read an introduction to a story which feels like no other story I've ever introduced before on the telly. This is one of those stories. And on one level, that's good because you want to be made to think about the news in new ways. A first reaction to this is that, of course, men have been travelling abroad for tourism for decades, if not longer. What do we make of this? What do we make of what the Gambians are saying about this?
Well, in many ways, I feel a little bit uncomfortable because, it's up to Gambia what laws they want to set. And obviously, they want to clean up their tourist industry. I think I read somewhere that sex tourism accounts for 20% of their GDP. And it's very easy for us to kind of titter and giggle at the idea of older women going to have affairs with younger Gambian men.
Yeah, so she's saying it's easy for people to giggle about it, right? To say older European women. I mean, this is the UK. It looks like specifically they said the UK tourist ones. For some reason, I don't know how they've decided that they are more slutty than the other Europeans. I guess the other ones, the Germans, the ones from Holland and other places, I guess, they are fine. They said no problem. I don't think they are abusing the guys enough. So it looks like the British, they said the British women especially, somehow they are abusing these guys. Okay. So Audrey's laughing. 20% of the GDP is not sex tourism, is the entire tourist industry. You see, this is what I'm always talking about. If it's not a Cameroonian coming here being jealous and showing their jealousy, it will be a Nigerian like Audrey here. But don't worry, I'll open up the line pretty soon.
It's not seen as quite so taboo or exploitative, but it is, because if you're having to basically induce somebody to have sex with you because they wouldn't do so otherwise, it is a form of exploitation. And older women having sex with younger men is only one side, is only one element.
See, like Mark is saying here, Mark is a Gambian. Mark, thank you. Mark said they are very stupid to specify only British tourists. Yeah, so literally, so like the Germans, the Swedish, and the others, they can come in, right? So they are somehow, I don't know what these British grandmas are doing over there, but man, they are bad. Somehow they are putting ban on them. You know what? I think I suspect why. I think I know why the British specifically, were targeted, because they did loudmouths. They were the ones that went on that show, giggling, talking about how they were, having their Gambia is the sex romance spot for them, how they were having flings with different men, you see. But like seems like the Germans, the Swedish, and the others that come there, they don't go on their media shows to talk about it. But the British old grannies, they were the ones advertising this, giggling about how, they were being players from the Himalayas. So obviously, I mean, like, you can't really blame the tourism minister. He's seeing all this on the internet. He goes to the UK, he sees that on a show, and he goes there yelling, talking about If you want to practice sex tourism, go to Thailand and Philippines. And later he had to retract and send an apology to those people because those people also were not having it. They're like, yo, man, look, we are all the way in Asia. We got no problems with you. You know what I'm saying? If you got problem with the white people coming over there, you know, doing their thing, we got the same issue. Can you not try to snitch on us on the world stage? Please issue an apology, which he did. So it's a complicated subject, but I'm here to make it uncomplicated. Let's hear more about the British grannies.
To sex industry or sex tourist industry. So we also are seeing reports in Gambia of younger and younger children, including, you know, girls as young as 8, becoming recruited into this.
Sonia said, wait, so British women go to the Gambia for the same reason men flock to Dominican Republic and Brazil? Yes, Sonia, believe it or not, that's exactly what you're hearing here.
Trade. And when you have a sex trade, it doesn't help the country to lift itself out of poverty. It just sort of increases, you know, the poverty trap. And it says something to a society if the only way that people can better themselves is by selling themselves for sex. So I think Gambia has an awful lot to offer. It's got chimpanzee reserves. It's got wildlife, apparently incredible species of birds. Although I'm widely travelled, it's not a country I've been to. And I think good for them, actually. I mean, Africa is a socially conservative continent. So, you know, it is in an age where we're also sensitive about colonialism, then we shouldn't be...
Hey, do you guys think the the Gambian ministry, is this their way of showing, is this like they're secretly pissed at like colonialism still, and they kind of like, you know what, let's just ban these people just because we can? Oh, they are just truly disgusted by the whole thing? Put it in the chat, whatever you think. I mean, it's just a thought. I figured, I'm like, why just them, you know? Why be specific about them? Very interesting. Very interesting.
Going over there and attempting to impose our liberal progressive sexual values onto what is a very socially conservative country.
I feel like I'm tiptoeing through a moral minefield.
Jan Zola, thank you for the super chat. He said Afridamos, the player from the Gum player. Thank you. Here,
Caroline, do let me know if anything goes bang. How does it differ? I'm sorry, I'm trying to think it through. How does this?
Yo, guys, think about this, right? So the British, they colonized that place, and now they said no more colonization. So now they turn it into the DR. That's what I'm hearing here. But look, I'm not being conclusive. Like I said, we would have to hear what is coming from the ground, also from the Smiling Coast, because we're not just going to take one side of the story. We've seen one British grandma, a couple of them happen to be black, who found happiness there, right? So here is the part they're talking about, the ones that are going there, quote unquote, abuse them. And then we would hear the other part as well.
Does what you've described differ, say, for instance, from groups, very large groups, of young male and female Brits going to a part of the world which is socially conservative and being promiscuous? I mean, they are taking with them a set of moral code which is, doesn't sit comfortably with that of the country which they're visiting. How does that differ from what's happening in the Gambia?
Well, of course, when groups of young men and women, sexually promiscuous young men and young women, go to these conservative countries, they often do find themselves a cropper. You know, we're always reading about stories, particularly in the Middle East. And it's a reminder to everybody that when you visit another country, it's a privilege, and you ought to respect the traditions and culture of the country that you're visiting.
So you see, it looks like, so in Britain, in all these European countries, they have these strict laws, but then they just go to all these other places and freely practice, all this wild sex. You see what I'm saying? So this is why, let's just call it for what it is. Going there, being, passport grannies. Do you guys think they're taking advantage of these guys, or is 50-50? Put it in the chat.
But the difference is here, basically, women and men, anybody going abroad to try and coerce somebody into having sex, to try and pay them for sex, that's exploitative and shouldn't happen. I think it's a different kind of morality. And, the same applies in an age of female equality. Let's hold women and men accountable to the same standards. So just as it's not okay for men to go over to Thailand, I know that's a very common country to procure younger children for sex, just as it's not okay for men to go to wherever to procure young women for sex and to pay them, the same standard applies to women.
All right. Did you guys hear that? So the British, this news here, they've the Gambia government, got a point there. But now, okay, cool. Let's hear from the ground if this is just mere accusation, because you have to hear from all sides. So last time Kemet Kunta could not call in, you have some Cameroonians, even some Somalis and others were saying things that did not sit well with Kemet Kunta and the others. So let me start with this video here to show, what he recorded, and we will get into all of them.
Right here at Solomon's, this place, you came here before, and you can see. So the big dog and all the YouTube viewers in America, they like to talk about Gambia too much. But this is a Gambian-owned restaurant, and this guy here lives here, works here, and hardly travels out. He works and have his own employment and developing the place. You understand? So it's tourist season time. You see tourists coming and spending money, and this is how we also generate our income. You understand? Hey, Isma Art, what do you have to say when they say Gambia is a sex paradise and tourism stuff?
No. Because here, Gambia as a tourism industrial area, we contribute a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Because we tell them our schools, they lack material and like our hospital. So definitely everybody you see in working industrial area, they all have a skills. We can make something, we can do different things. Me, I do wood carving. We do. Everybody around here, you have something to do. So it's very important. Here is a Gambian restaurant, 100%. Everybody work here is Gambian, and they support Gambian people, support local people. Helping poor people. Solomon Big Bar and Restaurant. And whatever they learn, they all learn in Gambia here. Nice food, fresh food, everything in Solomon. So I walk around here, have a shop, do wood carving, But everybody here, we have a very, very good skills, handwork. We do a lot of things here, But Gambia here, we have a son freely, ozone, people are nice. That's why a lot of Gambian people came here. But we don't talk about the sex paradise. No.
Because it's
Gambia
so peaceful.
Lovely.
It's so peaceful. That's why people love to come and enjoy themselves.
Because everybody smile to you. You never see them before. And if you see they smile to you, that's a welcoming, That's our culture,
Straight up.
Put up.
Okay.
Did you guys see that? So that's one piece. Let's see another piece also. You see? Let's see another piece. So you hear it. They said it's not a sex paradise like people are saying. Maybe there are some few people here and there, but let's see more interviews here.
Things. Hutep. Afridamos. This is Kemet Kunta Kinte. This is the Kemet Kunta Kinte. I always talk to your show, and right now I am at the Palmarima beach side, meeting my brothers once again. People call them bumsters, but we are chance seekers. You know what I mean? I call ourselves chance seekers. This is the who they know. They try to live by their sweat. So you will hear it from them. A lot of people think that Gambian brothers they depend on all white women, but they don't really know this, the story of these people. They only concentrate on their negative side of the story. So you want to hear the truth, you want to hear the positive side of their stories, hear it from them. And I'm right here standing with my all-time brother. We've been in.
So did you hear? They are not bumsters, okay? They are chance seekers. Chance seekers. So change the lingo, okay? So let's hear from the guys. You heard, Kemet Kunta, he calls the show here all the time. But let's hear what they have to say.
Into this neighborhood for like, I can say 20 years now. No trouble, they don't trouble anybody. But then you will hear it from him. He will tell you what go on. All right,
Yes,
Sam, introduce yourself. Tell them
everyone,
about,
greetings to everybody, all of we Gambians, we are, and all of Africa. In the Gambia here, we are working here as a tourist taxi drivers, and we are the Gambians. And then, as far as we depend so much in tourism.
Yeah.
And then when you say tourists, Gambia is a sex country.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that Gambia is a sex country.
That's
I don't
true.
see. Yeah, I don't
I
see
always
Gambia.
hear people saying Gambia is a tourist, it's a sex country.
No. Gambia
and I'm
is not a
always
sex
surprised.
country, man, brother. Gambia is not a sex country.
How can
Gambia,
people even say that?
Gambia, we have brothers here. We have people, and then everybody is working on the beach. Just know that it's working for someone, and then not like like we don't have our opportunity to work, and then we welcome tourists in our country as it's our culture. This is what we found. So we are not bumsters, we are chanters.
Yeah, chance seekers, you
So
can say.
we are chanters. So it's just like I see this. This is my brother.
Well, in fact, when they said bumsters, I see that our president even go to Europe to look for money.
Yeah.
They asked, they said, okay, can you help our country?
So they are saying that the president is the real bumster. So they're going to explain to you why the president is the bumster. So here it looks like it's the government trying to, throw these young men under the bus, just to make themselves look good. But they are fighting back. So they said the president is the real bumster. Let's hear them tell us why.
That's also bumsing.
That's a bumsing anyway.
But
we are
it's a
not
classic
bumsters.
bumsing.
We are not bumsters. And
So
they say that
Afridamos, we are hearing it live from the people's mouth.
Yes. I had
before
something
these,
about
before
about
these
our
Cameroonians or Somalis are trying to say Gambian people are hear it from their mouth. That's the
Cameroon
truth.
go and fix their problem also.
Oh, say that again.
Yes,
Let them go and fix their own problems.
Did you Cameroonian? They said Cameroon, you go fix your problem. Let's hear this. You guys are gonna get a chance to call in.
I think so.
Oh yeah, man.
Yes,
Cameroon,
man.
go and fix your problem because
Brother,
there's
That's why they don't get no holiday.
coup d'etat
makers in
upon coup d'etat.
Cameroon. Yeah, man.
So this
Gambia is
is
very peaceful.
Afridamos,
this is
pull
going
up,
to
man.
Jude. Jude listing. They said Cameroon should go and fix their own problems
That's right.
and leave Gambia to fix their own
That's
problems.
right. That's
You have
right.
coup d'etats upon coup d'etats.
Yes.
We don't have coup d'etats.
Yes, man.
We are trying to survive with what
There's
we
no
found here.
tourist
You know what I mean?
in this world, who is planning to go to Cameroon. for
Boom.
tourism. Why?
So did you hear? They said so the Cameroonians are jealous. They said no, the tourists are not. None of them are planning on going to Cameroon. So Cameroon. Maybe that's why Judah and the others are jealous.
Because they are to stabilize.
He said yes.
Yes, man. Afridamos, good afternoon, man.
But
Good
okay,
evening, man.
Yeah, respect.
Yes, man. Big up to you, my guys, always, man. I've been hard in your topic online every time, man. But super interesting platform for that. Yeah, man. Once again, Gambia, we have a tourism which that definitely, nowadays, it's really shaking us, man. See me I say, because right now, the way the government is good, treating us, or the way the government is, mobilizing our tourism sector, we against it and we say no to it. Gambia is not a sex paradise or sex tourism zone. Never, man.
Yeah, brother.
All these ghetto youths, all this,
More can they?
all people.
Guys, did you hear this? They said it's not true. It's not a sex paradise like the government is trying to make it sound like. So I mean, guys, I don't know what to say because the government is saying this over here, and the white grannies they're talking about, the European, they are denying it. The people they said are being abused are denying it. What else do you guys want? Let's hear it from the people themselves.
On the beach, walking, they all get an occupation, or all of them get a stuff whereby they lean on it. Every human being or every person walking at the beach here know that he's paying a tax.
Own thing,
Yeah, man.
It's your own meat,
for the government,
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
So, and the government also have to respect them also, because like one of my brothers said, how to call it opportunity we bring to the community. Many opportunity we bring to the community.
Oh yeah.
So the government have to respect us for that, and we get no job from this government, and we are still uplifting the same government. You see me, I say, this Gambia, we still have one law for one another.
Oh yeah.
But the government also have to understand us and respect us for that. Let them not sell our image for this, for this internet people,
badly to defame
our image for that,
So literally,
Yeah,
the brother
man.
is sending a big advice to the world that let them stop defaming the Gambian attitude on the internet badly. There's always two sides of the story, and you have to understand the history of the first side, negative side of the story, and the positive.
Oh, now Mama Z said these are Afrodamus fans. No, Mama Z, they heard you, Judah, and your fellows, the things you were saying. They are responding now. You're saying they're Afrodamus fan. Oh, so you didn't think they were watching, did you? They caught you talking. So don't come here and try to blame this on me. You're getting your response.
Side of the story, so they can go to the internet to say, oh, we are going to stop tourism, what is it called, all grand is coming, but hey, what are they doing with all the money that they have loaned from the West people? What do they create any rehabilitation for we the youth? No, most of us, you see after tourism we go to our gardens and do some work. So we are trying to survive cleanly with our own sweat.
Gambia fully depend on tourism. When we don't fight for this tourism sector, when this tourism fall down, Gambia we're gonna be in a very deepest, deepest, sinking zone,
But
we don't like.
That reminds me. Throughout last month, how many murder cases do we have?
A lot of murder cases. Why?
Because
the youth have no employment
and the tourists
area
are not coming during that
And
time.
our countries are not situated.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So now, the very most, one very important, Sam, I think you also want to join.
Yeah,
You can come. This one is important.
I want to join. This is
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah,
So,
like one.
The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. All those who got called out, hit the link and call in. Let's watch the rest of it, but you will call in, okay? Judah, you and your people have been called out for calling them out. So hit that link.
Very important thing that you say is like, they say, oh, the white people should not come here.
Mamizi, when would you stop your jealousy? So they are standing up for themselves, but you're like, oh, they're trying to impress Afrodamus. No, they are speaking to you directly, not me. I'm just here to bring you the message. I'm fair like that.
Sometimes you will see our fellow black brothers and sisters from the US or England, they don't like white people too much. You have some who don't like that.
Yeah.
So what is our position in that? Is that our business? No.
Do you guys hear this? So his question is, they said, like the blacks that come there, they don't like the white people. They have beef with the white people. What is their position? They're saying, hey, this has nothing to do with them.
That's not
So
our
like,
business, bro.
blacks are coming for tourism and whites are coming. Who are the people that are really doing better for people over here?
here. To be realistic, tourists, like the white people, they support us very, very, very well. They really give us much support. Yes, this I'm how to call it. About the Americans, black, or black tourists. They come to Gambia. Definitely, I can say they always want to bring like a little bit segregation. Because sometimes they try to show us that, oh, look, you guys are black and these guys are white.
Yeah.
So you should how to call it. You should not associate yourself with them. I tell them, look, you know what, human being is just a human being.
Wow.
No matter.
Are you guys hearing this? So they're saying that the black tourists they are meeting are bringing segregation and beef, but they see people as people. So So before people just go and make up things for themselves, remember Adkati made videos they saying the Gambians are not B1, B2, whatever. Well, here's their perspective, how they see people.
How or where you come from, all we are one. You come from the same Adam and Eve. So despite which color you are, no color race, in Gambia, smiling cause and peace and love, man.
And
Yes.
one very important thing.
Yeah.
Did you ever see, because I've never witnessed it, did you ever see a white man here or a white tourist disrespecting a black man and they take it?
Never.
We don't take that.
Never.
When they come peace, we
It
give
never
them
happened.
peace.
It
When they
never
come with
happened.
disrespect, we show them that, hey, this is
Never
not the place for
happened.
it,
Like
be it
what
black
they
or
said,
white.
the white men or take advantage on our little girls, so I disagree and it's not true,
Yeah.
You know why? People are coming here for work. You can
Oh,
see
yeah.
me working with somebody, you don't know which type of relationship I get with the person.
Boom.
You understand?
Boom.
Just
Gambia-
don't just judge the book by the
Gambia
cover.
is not a
Just see me
tourist.
working with an
Gambia
old
is not a
lady,
sex
telling
Very
that,
good. So, yo, Afidamos, we are standing up for our rights.
Yeah.
We don't want to be painted with a brush
No.
that will affect or tarnish the image of us and
Never.
our children and coming.
Never.
If you want to know the person's story, walk in his shoes.
Yes.
Then you will know what this person is going through.
Sure, man.
You understand?
Sure.
So most of us are not privileged. You have some blacks that are born and raised in the US.
Yes.
Some blacks that are privileged to travel. Some blacks come from a privileged society.
Sure.
You understand? So they have most of the opportunity to live a certain type of life.
Sure.
But most of us here don't have that chance. And we still maintaining pace and order not to even destroy the society. You know what I mean? And we are here to protect the beach side from everything. Sometimes most of the youths here, people that they call bumsters, you will see them before tourist season time, they will clean up everywhere. These
want to
people
the donkey
entertain
jump on the
people
beach,
that are coming
inside.
over here.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
In our country, we even have police checkpoints protecting what the tourists. That tells you the nature of Gambians, who we are. Among ourselves, we can have problems, we can fall out, we can stop, but hey, we are united to defend ourselves.
Sure, that's right.
So these brothers you see,
Gambia is too
one
yes,
blow,
right, on the
they
blow,
look
he
after me and
said.
I look after them as well. Enough
Always,
respect, we
always.
share all kind of things.
Always.
There's no
One
gun
love,
violence
one
like in
peace.
America.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Never.
we just cool, man. So keep it real and
Gambia
change the
is
narrative.
love and
You're welcome to the
unity
Gambia.
with
Come and
us.
see for yourself before you
Yeah.
talk about anything.
Sure,
Yeah.
man.
So what is it called again? Jude, go and fix the problem in Cameroon,
In Cameroon,
before you
Jude,
come and
yes,
fix the
right, Jude,
problem in
yes,
Gambia.
right.
Yeah,
Just
the
fix
coup
it, brother.
d'etat in Cameroon.
No more
We are
that.
not the rebels.
Today,
We are
No.
peacemakers.
trying to more Cameroon or stuff like
I'm
that.
telling
We are
you.
all one family, but
You know.
what? In every country you go, you get good and the bad.
Oh yeah.
And anywhere you go, you find good and the bad.
Yeah, man.
Despite, any country you see, you get a how to call it, bad page and a good page. So don't always stick on the bad page of the country. Understand? Talk about the good side. Tourists come here, they visit a very, very important place of the Gambia, which is far from how to call it, the opposite side you are thinking about.
Boom.
If
So
you know, man,
guys,
Afido.
this is very priceless.
Yeah.
They took their time and effort to really contribute towards who they are, representing their patriotism into their country. Every human being, if you are born and raised in your house, you have the right to defend the narrative of your house. Even if your house is been painted black, you would have to defend it. So this is what we are doing over here. We're telling you that this is what we're living. So I don't only come to the show to talk about, to defend my country, but I have to go out to prove it to you.
That's right.
Because the truth has set you free.
That's right.
A lot of people will sit on the internet and say all kind of things, and they don't even come to talk to us. They don't even come to live the life we are living. They don't even understand our government structure. Hey, you want to know the truth? This is not America. This is the Gambia. It's not UK. This is the Gambia.
And every bumster you seen is paying a tax.
I'm telling you, American economy
every bumster
cannot
you
be
make
compared
call
to the
is paying a
Gambian
tax.
economy.
Because
Yeah.
bumster
The
is
British
having a holding
economy cannot
place
be
to work.
compared to the
See me,
Gambian
I say?
economy. So this is a poor economy, and we are trying. Despite that, we share common things together. So slavery have contributed a lot in looting our resources, and yet still we are trying to recover from
Right
it.
on that.
They don't give us a good
Right on
good
that.
education, to
Right
be
on
honest.
that.
Now,
Never.
a lot of people are going through the back way to die on seas there.
Yeah.
Do we see any black organization trying to say, okay, operation, we are going to save our black brothers in
Never.
America? No,
Never.
we only see white people sometimes making funds to come and help us.
Help us.
To be honest,
So how
you can say
we,
all kind of things to them. I'm
we
not trying.
cannot
I'm not.
belittle
I'm not.
white
Yeah,
people.
I mean, like,
Never
we are
ever.
not here to defend white
No,
people,
we are
but
not-
we are here to say
The truth.
the people that we see they are doing good.
Yes.
If your enemy have brought clean water for you to drink, and you know it's clean, it's confirmed, you can drink it. It's not a problem. But if your own people, you know, if you're thirsty and they brought water that is dirty, man, those are not your people. So this is going out to the people that are only criticizing, people that are only talking.
Oh, Mark, that you're watching me. Mark, hit the link. I dropped the link there. Just hit the link to join in. It will bring you in.
Talking about the problems, and they are not talking about the solutions. That's not gonna really take these things forward, you know. So that's the truth, and that's it. Yo, you know, MS Delta, you always on the super chat thing. Yo, give thanks every Damos. I will still be interviewing my brothers over here and let them tell you their own say.
Big dog. Big dog.
Yeah, big dog.
I listen to you.
Big dog, they are saying salute to you.
Yeah, Ghana, big dog.
I think it's Nigerian. Big dog is Nigeria.
Nigerian. Salute to you.
So you guys see it. They gave a lot of love to, you know, Kidola, Big Dog. They love Big Dog, and they've spoken to the Cameroonians. And so, Kifaru, thank you for joining in. And I have Mal, I have Kidola. So, Kifaru, you've heard, you know, what they've said. What do you want to say here, since you're from Cameroon? And, you know, what do you want to add on to what you've heard, interestingly, from the ground itself?
Yes, first of all, before I say anything, I'm so impressed how the internet can link people.
Right.
You understand? So how internet is linking Africa. Sometimes we think we may come here, we argue, but these people actually calling people out from different African countries. Well, like in a brotherly way, in a friendly way, and that is great. You understand? I really like that. You know, the giving shout out to Big Dog, Jude, you know, whatever. Yeah. That's great. But this is what I'm going to say. I stand with the Bumsters, man. You know, I don't call them Bumsters. I'll call them hustlers.
That's a chance seekers.
Yeah, I'll call them. Yeah, okay.
What would you call them?
Hustlers.
Hustlers, okay.
Hustlers, yeah. Not just normal guys, energetic guys doing your best. You know, as a man, do whatever what you have to do so that you don't beg. You understand? You don't beg. You don't sit down and beg for handouts from the government, putting you in free houses. These guys are just hustlers. You know, I think now listen to these people. People talking about them, they're just jealous of them. You understand? Right. These other black women come, they don't have no money, and they expect that these guys should fall for them. No, these guys are going where the back is. The grandest.
Are you surprised to hear what they had to say, that they still sticking to the? But there's the black ones also having the boyfriends there. You've seen it, but are you surprised to hear them stick to their guns?
Yeah, they when the money is, you follow the money. You follow the big money. Yeah, just grand is just one thought, man. If you get someone from your country, they may come with so much baggage, your children, whatever. Who wants that? These guys are just hustlers, you know. I appreciate Kenneth Kunte, the work he's doing. Come on, give the Bumsters a chance, man. If it's like lucrative, I told you I'm gonna hit the gym. You're gonna see me in the Gambia if I've got nothing going here.
Well, thank you. Let's have Mal also. Mal, thank you for joining me. Mal, what do you want to say, Mal? After seeing everything, and you know, Hamad Ba banning the British grannies, what do you want to say?
Yeah, I don't have much to say. I just want to tell those people who don't understand Gambia and they don't know Gambia, they are the ones in the internet, you know, talking about this. Like, tourism is like an industry. You know, that's what people tend to understand. In every
Sorry, your audio is shaky.
Is it okay now?
Much better. Go ahead.
Okay. Tourism is an industry. So it's not only Gambia that have a tourist industry. You know, people need to understand it. Tourism is everywhere in the world. So, you know, like Ahmad Ba said, you know, because, you know, sex tourism, you know, in Thailand and all of that, that was a mistake that he's apologized to. I heard you also mentioning about that. Okay. So these are, you know, if you go to any country, you know, even right now, if you go to Egypt, you will find people, you know, along because they don't have that, you know, tourism industry, like, you know, people coming there to see things, cultures, you know, but you will have boys walking around trying to guide you through. And this is what these tourists do, you know. Because all the hotels in the Gambia are at one side of the country, you know. If you ever been to Gambia, you understand that, you know, they are across the riverside. So the society is in one side. So these boys go to the tourist side, you know, in the beach. If they see a white man, they look. If the white lady needs something help, they go around, try to help her through. Oh, this is what you could do, you know, and they get change out of that, you know.
Right.
Yes, and these are very minimal, you know, people. It's not like the whole Gambia is doing it. Like they say, 20% of a GDP. What about this 80%? That means it's not depending on tourism, you know.
Right.
And the reason why they say 20% is dependent on tourism is because when the tourists come, they come with hard currency. And if they are using their hard currency, they exchange it into Gambian dollars. And the hard currency remains in the Gambia. And if the Gambia government want to purchase materials outside of the country, they use that hard currency to buy stuff from outside for the benefit of the Gambians.
Right.
Yeah, this is another source of getting hard currency into the country. So there are some countries, you know, the white people, especially the Europeans. If at all it is other people can say, oh, it's bad. But the Europeans, you know, they will not go to a country that is not peaceful. The reason why they are always they will not go to a country which is full of fraudsters, like Nigeria. You know, they are our brothers. They are also at the beach. You know, they can confirm that. But the white people, wherever you see them going in numbers, know that place is safe for them. You know,
right?
So, and this is what people need to understand. They will not go to Cameroon because Cameroon is full of.
Mal, hold on 1 second. It's just, hey, Mark, check your messenger. I sent you the link there. Hit that link and follow in. It would bring you to the program. I sent it to your messenger. Check it out. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so you see, they will not go to a country that is not safe. We have a lot of
maybe that's why they didn't want to go to Cameroon.
No, they will not go because who will go to Cameroon? And even if they go to Cameroon, because the place is not conducive and their men are ugly too, you know. So you know.
Whoa, he's calling us out.
Okay, let me show his face. Let me show my face. You see the Gambian people, they show their face around. So this is some of the jealousies, you know. And you know, we have a lot of Nigerians, you know, in Gambia. We all know that. We have in West Africa, I only see maybe Cameroonian or East Africans trying to talk bad about Gambia. But in West Africa, I don't think no country in West Africa will talk bad about Gambia, because in all these West African countries, they will all come to the Gambia to kickstart their businesses or do something great for themselves. If you look, Senegalese, the population of Senegalese in Gambia is too much in the business sector. You know, we all know that. The Liberians, any part of West Africa that are in war times, they all migrate to Gambia from Mali. You know, everywhere. You know. They all come to the Gambia, they kickstart their business, you know, we host them, we are very kind. Some even, you know, our schools. I can remember when the Liberian war started, you know, in Brikama, there is this senior school, you know, and junior school were vacated to welcome the Liberians to come and stay.
Yeah.
You know, all these Gambians does that. Well, you know, Gambians send troops to Liberia to help them fight against the rebellion. You know, so Gambia is a small country. We agree. Okay, we don't have that power. Okay, we don't have resources. Our resources is fish, riverside, black sand. This is what we got in Gambia. So tourism also is part of the economy of any country. If at all the country is safe, like the United States, you see the last time Biden, you know, they restrict some vaccination, you know, if any tourist is coming to the United States. But later on, they calm down on that because they know that they were losing a lot of tourists that are traveling into the United States.
Right.
So this is all tourism. So tourism has no boundary. So it depends on the government right now, you know, because now the economy is doing great. The government also is pushing to get good, like, you know, like people who will spend more foreign currency, because the more the country have foreign currency, the more they can use that foreign currency to buy things from outside. This is why they are looking.
So do you think this ban would affect the, you know, the income?
No, it's somehow, you know, it will affect the income for the bumsters, but not for the government, you know, because you will see in these are twofold. For the bumsters, it can affect them because, you know,
but the bumsters, they pay taxes. You've heard them.
No, you know, the tax they pay, you know, there are different type of bumsters, because there are bumsters who roll around the street. They don't have nothing to do. There are bumsters who own shops like around the riverside. They sell, you know, African jewelry. You understand? And there are bumsters who are also taxi drivers, tourist taxis, you know, the green ones. Okay, so these bumsters pay tax, of course, but the one roaming around, they don't pay no tax.
Right.
So, and if these white people did not come, those tourist taxis also will not have passengers to drive. Because now what the government want is they want all-inclusive tourism. So if they do all-inclusive tourism, you will see now if the white people come to Gambia and they stay in a hotel, the hotel will take care of all their movement.
Oh, so they would take business from the local. They want to turn it into like a corporation.
Exactly. So this is the problem.
American style, starving the people.
Exactly. So now the tourist, the hotel will take care of the movement of all the taxi, all the tourists around, and that is not favorable for the tourist taxi, the youths that are talking. They will be their taxis because they will stand outside the hotel industries waiting for tourists to come. If they come, they negotiate the price and they take them all around the country. You know.
Yeah.
Like they go to Makati, look at the islands, the different type of islands Gambia have. They navigate through the river Gambia. So that brings income, personal income for them. But that income does not go to the government. You know, you understand what I'm saying? So now, but if it is all inclusive, meaning if you come to the country, you book a hotel, now the hotel will be responsible for all your movement around.
But the white people themselves don't want that. The white people want to interact with the guys.
Yeah, the guys also don't want that because if they will not have that opportunity to meet, men, like these locals outside, because all inclusive is not good for the white people who also want to come and enjoy themselves. You know what I'm saying? Any country tourists go to, like even if you go from Gambia to Senegal, you may want to have a night, with some girls and whatsoever, So it happens everywhere. So the Grannies also, this is why they are insisting. Their first flight, when it came, they say they are not going to come back again because they don't want their second flight to land in the Gambia. So now Gambian government is having that trouble with them, trying to convince them to come. Okay, and now they also don't want to come because this all inclusive is not good for both sides for the youths.
Yeah.
You understand? Because all inclusive mean the hotel will take care of everything. So, but the white people want, if they book their tickets to the hotel, they want to freely move outside the hotel and look at the boys will welcome them to their taxis and drive them through across, and overcharge them even, they overcharge them
but it's not even overcharged. They they pay the tourist price. But let's allow Kidola. We have several other speakers. We'll come back to you. Go ahead, Kidola. Kidola, are you there? You're muted, Kidola. Unmute yourself, Kidola. All right. It looks like Kidola is not there. Let's have Mohammed. Mohammed, are you there, Mohammed?
Yes, hi, Afrodamas. How are you today?
I'm doing it. Mohammed, can you exit out of the YouTube you're listening to? Can you exit out because it's echoing?
Okay, will do. I did. Do you hear anything now?
You're echoing for some reason.
How about now?
Still.
I'll leave the studio and can you bring me
Okay.
out?
Yeah, go ahead. Leave and come back. All right. We have Mark. Mark, go ahead, Mark. Mark is Gambian like me. So Mark came from Facebook, so he's going to join us. Mark, what do you want to say, Mark?
Thank you so much, Ibu, and the other commentators out there about this irrelevant statement from the Gambia tourism minister.
Yeah.
As a Gambian, we
Kidola,
all know.
just a sec. I can hear Kidola. Oh, okay, Kidola. We'll have after you go after Mark. Go ahead, Mark.
Right. Okay. As a Gambian, we all know what tourism brought in that country. For instance, me myself, I had the opportunity to come to Germany here through a German tourist who wanted to invest. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the Gambia. I was like, I wasn't like, I don't have my own shop like any other tourists or real hustlers on the beach. I had this opportunity. I just write my own proposal and then I've been sending it all over the world. So I was lucky to meet this guy who already planned to come down to Gambia to invest or even to support as a charity organization. And this is how I came to this country here. And that project touched a lot of thousands Gambians. And even right now, as I'm speaking to you, there are packages going in. The qualified doctor, the retired doctors, they travel far length and breadth in the Gambia, supporting innocent people, paying
and
their
this is
children.
from what you've organized, right?
This is what I initiate in the Gambia back
Guys,
in
you hear that?
2008.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Right?
Go ahead.
And then I fully remember there are some certain medical equipment we've been sending into Gambia for a number of years that you cannot even get it in the Gambia. For instance, the automatic X-ray machines, ultrasound, CT scan, and other things. The Gambia government cannot even provide that in a various hospitals in the country. But these are the tourists that are sending that one for free of charge. Even though they are not brand new one, but there are Gambians are benefiting from those people. Some of the diagnosis, they cannot get it in the Gambia. You have to go through this charitable organization hospital. In fact, we have our own small health center that people almost, around Dofan. Dofan is a hamlet. And all the surrounding villages, whatever they need, they go to that small hospital, they get treatment for free of charge. And this has been paid by our organizations. So,
and that's all from the tourism.
That is from the tourism. And then look, Ahmad Ba is not even competent to be a tourism minister because the man has zero ideas about tourism. He should have been thinking about creating, look, what is in fact attractive in Gambia tourism sectors in the Gambia? There are almost nothing. Some of the tourists, they have to travel all the way to Senegal. So like, if you want to see these animals, the zoos and other things, they have to travel all the way from Gambia to Senegal. And it's not like we don't have that capability, or the Gambian government cannot create certain activities in the Gambia just to attract the tourists in that country.
So you think Ahmad Ba should resign?
Ahmad Ba should even get out of that place. He has no ideas about being a tourist minister.
Well, some of the Bumsters say not only should he resign, they said he should go. He should be charged for bad ideas.
For that of this statement, I don't think there's no law who can charge him for that irrelevant statement. But for the fact that he just need to go, he has zero ideas. He don't even deserve to be a minister of tourism. You don't deserve it. Look, the Gambia government, I in fact blame the government. They don't want to, I think they have zero ideas about the tourism development in that country. The only thing that they need to do is to bring this idea of all-inclusive, because the Gambia economy.
Do you think the all-inclusive is good? The guys on the beach are saying that's not good.
Because that one is only benefiting the government. The Gambia government is facing economical challenge, and this is the only way to gain some revenue through tourism. They don't want the citizen of that country to benefit from this tourism. This is the major problem. I remember some years during Yaya Jammeh time, there are few hotels also. There was this all-inclusive tourism. I think it's Sunwich, but one of the hotel in Bakau. But at the end of the day, after 1 year, they cancel it. Sunwing, they cancel it because it doesn't go well with the people walking around the beach.
So what about the people who are saying here, no, these guys is just sex tourism, the young guys want the grandmas to come in? What would you say to those people?
Come on, if I left here for America, I would like to enjoy my life in America, at least to go to Palm Beach in Florida. I just want to have a beautiful black American out there, or a white girl there. It is my personal ultimate business. It has nothing to do with American states.
Yeah.
So why? What is the fuse about that? When the tourism, they work very hard. They organize a nice trip to enjoy their self in the Gambia, helping others. What's the problem about that? I see no reason that should be a problem.
Good, good. Let's allow Kidola to go. Kidola, can you hear me now, Kidola?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, there you are, Kidola. You've heard the guys are giving you shout out all the way from the Gambia. They like how you supported them. So after hearing the video and seeing the other clips I play, what do you want to add on to this, Kidola?
You see, job is a job. No matter how you want to define the job. There are jobs that you can go to the office and sit and do your job. There's a job that you're in the bar. There's a job you just walk around and try to hustle. You become a middleman.
Right.
Yes. The truth there is you can never ban this tourism because all exclusive will not work. Will not work.
Right.
The tourist people that are coming there, they're coming there to see the people, natural people.
Right.
They're not coming there to see people who pretend, who dress up with all kind of white and hand glove and eat intercontinental kind of food. They want to meet the people and they want to eat with the people.
Right.
That is why they're there. They're not there to see a dry wall.
Right.
They're there to see real people. You see, one thing I respect about Europeans, they like the original thing.
Right.
And Gambia have the original thing. You understand? There's nothing beating around the bush. Those guys, they're just people. They're just hostile. Let's assume the all inclusive is involved. How can you control those people? They say they don't want to enter that buses. They don't want to enter those vehicles. They say, hold a minute. Let me just take a walk and see somewhere. They're gone.
So Kidola, let me ask you this. There's something you always talk about, and I heard it in this video, where they talked about the guys. The guys are saying that they're meeting some of these Black American tourists who are bringing division, trying to bring segregation, and they are not with that. And you've talked about this many, many times. Are you surprised to hear the guys touch on that?
Yeah, because in a typical African guy who have never left Africa, don't understand racism is not in their textbook. It's not in their dictionary. Racism is not part of their life. These guys live day-to-day life. And because they deal with, as I always say, Africans deal with individuals.
Right.
Not race, color base. Even when they know you are from the other tribe, but they deal with you who you are. They will know you're from whatever tribe you are, but they will deal with you personally.
Right.
Not on that collective race. Not on that collective tribe, but there's other things that collective tribe can also be involved. That is to settle peace. You understand? So they deal with it individually. If you do something nasty that is very hurtful to them, they will report you to the other guy from your tribe. See what your guy did to me.
Right.
Talk to me. So Africans are not naturally, they're not into race. They love everybody.
That's right. That's what the guys said. They said, look, we want to include everyone. So everybody. But you see, even in the video, you see when they say the British women, I mean, it's not only the white women that are coming. There's all kinds of tourists coming. Were you shocked?
Let me tell you, anybody that's coming there will not tell you I'm coming there for whatever business is coming to do. They will tell you, I'm coming there to enjoy myself. I'm a tourist. Are you going to start asking them, are you a sex tourist granny? No, they will warn you, insult you. The government can collect tax from them by the airport. It might be £50 or $50, kind of like in tax like that.
Yeah.
But you cannot control the business of the citizen of that country. It will not work. It will not work.
That's true. Well, that's what it sounds like. That's what they're trying to do. But Kido, let's have Mohammed and Kemekunta also, and then we'll do the second round. Mohammed, what do you want to say, Mohammed? Mohammed, thank you. I hope you fixed your audio.
Yes, I have. How about now?
Perfect. Yeah, it sounds good. Mohammed,
Well,
After
thank
seeing, the audio, like the videos and what we're talking about here, you were here last week as well. What do you want to add on to this topic here?
Well, I'm a bit like these are women who and are adults, grannies who come to Gambia for their own reasoning, and they're adults. They're not looking for minors. I don't think there should be any problem with that. I mean, it's but Gambia's majority Muslim. Am I correct?
Yes.
Maybe that's an issue. It's a Muslim country, and and grannies are coming there for sex tourism. That's kind of odd, isn't it?
Well,
Um, yeah.
it's like a secular governmental system, though.
Like Turkey. Okay, that makes sense. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Even Morocco has huge amounts of sex tourism. I wanted to add. Point is, yeah, it shouldn't really in that case matter. Everyone should be able to come, and as long as they're bringing money, that's good for the economy. I mean, it's crazy. I'm hearing that 20% of the GDP, what was it again? 20% is
Yeah.
coming. It's actually amazing. It's funny.
Well,
And
well, that's the thing. Here's the thing. Some people might see that as a disadvantage, but no, all types of economy, we have different types of economy in this world. So Gambia is a beautiful country, and it's very attractive. The people are nice. So every place you go to have their own resources, you see? So it's just a matter of how you utilize that to your advantage. So, it's very hospitable when it comes to, welcoming people, being peaceful, not causing problems.
I would say
That's what people are looking for.
I would say ban the men from coming. Male sex tourism, they're more
Well,
dangerous.
it doesn't seem like they're having much issues with that. It's actually the passport grannies that the minister wants to
That's
stop.
good. That's a good thing. It's not really a bad thing. Now, and I was reading an article. I'm gonna look for it again and show you guys. Send it in the link. And it was saying how Black American, um, they make up the large majority of men who go to Brazil, and Dominican Republic. This is Black American men. This just goes to show you that sex tourism is occurring everywhere. So Black American men with money who are relatively young are going into Dominican Republic and Brazil, and there's no problem
Right.
with that. And see, there you go. They're
Right.
adults. As long as the woman
Well,
is
well, well. Even there are some passport grannies coming from America. Let's not, Black Americans. We've seen it. I've done shows here, but I mean, we've seen different ones. So
you
it's
should do
just,
one about Dominican Republic, the Black American. That would be fun.
now that you brought it up, I'm actually,
I have a lot of articles. I'll send it to you. It's very
yeah, yeah,
interesting. Yeah,
yeah. Send
I, I was
send
I
it
was
to my
shocked.
email.
Okay, I'll do that. And I was shocked because, like I said, so it shouldn't really matter. I don't know why people and like to, like give their morality. Dude, these are adults. As long as the woman is adult, the man is an adult. There's really no taking advantage of anyone. Same with these passport grannies. There should be no problem. I don't even know why the government had the nerve to ban this. This is a whole economy. These women have lots and lots of pension money. This is actually a great thing for them to come and spend their money on the Gambian country. Okay, thank you for letting me speak.
No problem. All right. We have Kemet Kunta. But before we go, let me read this super chat here from MS Delta. MS Delta said, Afridamas, I am going to be the lawyer for the grannies. These friendly men in Gambia are not bumpsters. Legally, they are independent contractors. That is super funny. You are right, because the way they explained it here in the States, they will be considered independent contractors. Let me make sure I thank you properly here. That's actually super funny. Let's see here. Thank you for the super chat. All right, Kemet Kunta, the floor is yours. Kemet Kunta, we played your video. What do you want to say?
Yeah, Afridamos, I give thanks to all of you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well.
Good, good.
Thank you for
I took
joining
my
in. Thank
personal
you for
time.
joining.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's actually an interesting show, a great show. So I deemed it necessary, to buy or take some of my time and to go to the neighborhood of the tourist industry, and to really talk to bring out, from the horse's mouth themselves, because most of the time things have been said here and you don't hear it from the horse's mouth itself to conclude your judgment. You
But
understand?
Kemekunda,
So
Kemekunda, I want to ask you something that you said.
go on.
Kemekunda, you came here and said our president, the president himself, is a bumster. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that sounds dead funny, but I will tell you what I mean by that. Do you remember when Jammeh left office, the former president, when he left office?
Right.
That was in 2016, heading down to, 2016, 15, 16. So Adama Barrow, the president, obviously had to go to Britain, the US, and many other countries in Europe, looking for what loans to set up his government.
Right.
So what's the meaning of that? That's indirect begging and direct begging, and that's like diplomatic begging. You understand? So, but where is all where is all that money?
So
the amount of millions that can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It was, messy. So you're saying the president himself is a bumster. So you talk to the guys. Obviously, many are against what the government is saying as far as the tourism thing goes. We've seen it. So, what do you want to add on to, everything that you guys were talking about?
Yeah, what I literally want to add on to that is like, if you ever come to the Gambia, you'll meet different kind of people doing their thing, working so hard. They're just trying to be nice to people to buy their things. In that process, some make friends and then they hook up, others make friends and open a business. So it's a different thing. But like there is a lady called, I don't know, straight to you on the comment section saying that these are dumpsters, I don't know.
She's Cameroonian. She's Cameroonian.
Yeah, she's Cameroonian. So like
she's jealous of Gambia, don't worry.
No, I will interpret it as condemnation without investigation is the height of ignorance. Whenever you point a finger at someone, you have three fingers pointed back at you. You have to remove the tongue before saying something. I'm so disappointed that she sounded like that. So, and that, I have to question the legitimacy of her education. Look, Afridamus, people are not of the same range. You understand? One man's food is another man's poison. People will have to find other means and ways to survive. It's better than going to shoot somebody in the streets like America. It's better than going to do some crazy things to survive. But people are trying to survive on their little artwork, something that worth a lot of money overseas, but here is nothing. So you're trying to survive on your own skills. Like, for example, I'm a physio. I do physio. I work for myself. I don't work for nobody. I go to people's home and I eat. I have a couple of videos. I save so many people, even including tourists coming over here, black people. But we all seen how this how our own black brothers and sisters are coming here. The YouTubers having problems and tension. You don't see that in the Indian communities. You don't see that in the white communities. Not even the Chinese and communities. They have their little issue, but they are silent and working out things for themselves. If they think this is not right, they have to come here and find a solution. Let's work together. What rehabilitation, what programs do they have for us? Nothing, absolutely nothing. The Gambian Tourism Board, the government, is every government responsibility to have strategic development plan for the youths. You understand? This country is sinking by the day in so many aspects. Instead of using the resources, be it loan or whatever thing they have, strategically to create employment, they are busy funding their own political bank accounts. So what do you expect? The street's going to go mad. So that's what these people don't know. I can't say anything about Cameroon because I've never been to Cameroon. I don't have to judge them. But here in the Cameroonian judging the Gambia, that's insane. That's me
standing and listening to a dumb person talking to me. You understand? So our solution is basically that's why I took the time to walk down to the beach and talk to people, to bring it down here. And I'm surprised to hear people saying, "Oh, Afridama, these are your fans." It's not about being a fan. This is about the truth.
Kemekunta, ignore that. Next time,
people must know.
Can you try to find some Nigerian chance seekers? You interview them, and some of the white women also, so we can hear what they have to say.
Oh yeah. You have a lot of them here. You see, Afridama, the difference between the Nigerian chance seekers and the Gambian chance seekers. The Nigerians would dress like someone who is working at the White House to go to the tourist industry. You understand? All suit and tie and all those. Yeah, they are very presentable. Likewise, the Freetonians. But
the people from Sierra Leone, so they dress like they are going to the office.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they dress like
but they are actually bumsters
at the White House with Joe Biden. Yeah, they are. So that's what I'm saying. If you're not, the whole thing is dramatic.
Hold on, let me read this super chat. Give me a sec. Let me read this super chat before it moves faster. MS Delta, thank you for the super chat. He said, MS Delta said, as an American, I believe in capitalism. Let the bumsters do their thing. All ancient emperors realized the need for a bumsters economy, the world's oldest profession. That's right, MS Delta. You're absolutely right. Thank you for the super chat, and let me thank you properly here. Thank you so much for that super chat. Go ahead, Kemet Kunta.
Yeah, and if people think that the Gambian government also on the latter part, because we have to talk about both sides of the story. If people think that they are not doing anything to really stop all these things, they are not just here. You have checkpoints mounted all over the tourist industry area of Redamos. I've recorded a video of me and a police officer stopping and searching me, searching everything inside. So basically, that tells you that they are also concerned about tarnishing the image of Gambia and West Africa at large. Like Kidola have said it in his talks that, we talk to people directly. We don't, our school curriculums is different from that of America or Britain. So we don't have access to, many realistic information about the people that we are meeting. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, but yet still, we know where we draw our boundaries. We are not too naive. Like all these things, issues going on, we don't even think about it. We don't even care. We care less about them. All we care is our interaction with people. What can we benefit? And if they're also benefiting, and then we move on with life. You understand? If I was born and raised in the US, do you think I would have a different mindset? Something
right.
will be weird to me, but hey, to other people, that's normal to them. And who are you to condemn that? You will die and go to hell, but you can never condemn those things. So the narrative, for the narrative to change, they have to come here and also contribute into their quotas than pointing fingers. It doesn't change. It doesn't make things better. It just makes things worse. And then there are massive, like a large amount of Gambians here also doing a lot of good things to our communities. Like these bumsters, people call bumsters. I do have meetings with them. I have a rehabilitation program running with them within ourselves, counseling program. We talk to each other, manners of approach. This is what we need in our community after Damos. We talk to them.
Yeah, so you guys, so there's ethics on how to meet the people, right?
Yeah, like customer care programs need to be more sensitized on people, because a lot of people lack them, because we come from different homes. We come from different broken homes, I will call it. We Gambians, most of us, 30, 40, 50 years ago, we were born and raised in what super extended families. So it's not like where in the West, most of the people have been raised in a nuclear family, or even some are also from a broken family. Compared to our family system, it's different. You understand? So we have some mental issues that that we also have to deal with when it comes to family dramas, which reflect in communities, and then we carry that to the whole society. You understand?
So you guys talk about stuff like that. Sorry, let me read this one real quick here. Give me a second. Says MS Delta, thank you for the super chat. He said, I have an idea for a movie. Instead of Pretty Woman, let's do Pretty Bumsters. Wow, that's actually a pretty good idea. Maybe I should, be the producer for that. I can star in the movie too. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. All right, Kemet Kunta, we have Judah in the house.
Yeah.
Do you want to allow Judah to come in, or you want to finish?
I'll let him talk.
All right, Judah, thank you. Welcome to the show, Judah. I know you've been listening. Judah, what do you want to add onto the show?
Afridemus, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, I want to thank Kemet Kunte for doing that video. Right? I mean, look, when we come out here and we're talking, it's not like we batching the Gambia. We actually speaking facts, things that will help Africa develop, right? And there are certain things that we shouldn't take it appropriate just because we are making money out of it. You understand?
So wait, Judah, do you have problem with the white women now? I mean, the ladies, because
Of course.
Okay, go ahead. I'll let you elaborate.
Look, any person in his right senses will have problems about what is going on in the Gambia. This is the thing. Any person that have knowledge. This is the thing, right? In America, you have pimping back in the days. Pimping is a crime in America. You know what pimping is? Like people go around and pimp females and give it to guys. And these are things that it causes in the long run. It's gonna spread all over Gambia. You're gonna have disease. It's gonna be
Wait. You're saying it's gonna spread all over, like people.
Right. You're gonna have from what you have now. They call themselves chance seekers. You're gonna have. It's gonna break down into pimping. It's gonna be another genre that is gonna come out where you start having guys in the Gambia, looking out for. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a lot of breakdowns. And a Gambia that is not even a size of like different countries in Africa. The population is so small.
But do you know how long the Europeans have been coming there for tourism?
Right. But this is the thing, because
do you have like an idea?
I mean, they have been coming there for long, but most of the things that people started talking on social media, how little kids were molested from these people, and now you have chance seekers. Those are things that breaks up. You have molesters, now you have chance seekers. Now you have.
Wait.
You know what I mean?
We'll come to the chance seekers. Let me just read this super chat real quick, okay? KBM, thank you for the super chat. He said, make the film Pretty Bumsters, Afridermus. The producer and main character, Haruna Risa, the script writer. Thank you very much. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah, I'm open to that for sure. All right, Judah, carry on.
See, Afridemus, I have no problems with the Gambians. Let me explain that one more time. I have no problems with the Gambians. The people that I have problems with is the people that they call themselves chance seekers. When I came here the first time, I told you some of them might be getting raped, but you never know. I mean, because you have money in front of you, and you guys don't even go through the age range. You don't even know if some of these guys are younger ages. You don't know who they meet with. So, I mean, you don't know what kind of disease. You don't know if those are things that your government has to, if it wants to become something that is legal, it has to be prioritized.
But Judah, the passport grannies are not being accused of, having their fling with underage men. You do realize this,
but do you know what disease they bring along with them? They carry a lot of disease, especially when you are.
But how do you know this?
See, I live in the state when
Me
certain
too.
certain Grammys get a
Yeah,
certain age,
me
they are
too.
paid. Okay, I know that.
No,
But when
but
they get,
wait. Didn't you hear the video where this lady was saying whenever she goes to the Gambia, all her back issues and pain goes away?
right, that's what you hear from the lady. But have you also heard from the other guys that she married?
Well, you heard the guys. The guys, nobody is saying they are being abused.
Okay, but some maybe have they gone through medical checkups? Some might have
Okay,
come across.
wait.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
So
wait.
these are
Okay,
things that
hold
look,
on, Judith, Judith, Judith.
academics.
Wait, Judith. Okay, say it, and then the guys here on the panel, I
Yeah,
want them to respond. Go ahead.
Academics. I'm not stopping anyone from making money out of these people. If they think it's legal, that's okay. That's fine. They can go ahead and do it. But there are a lot of things outside that we shouldn't take it. It shouldn't be acceptable in Africa, especially when you have people coming in and do their and exploit young guys in the sense of they claiming. I mean, it just makes no sense. Afidemos, we shouldn't accept this. It doesn't belong to us. I'm telling you that.
But didn't you see the one lady? She's black, man, bro. She's getting her pain medication from the Gambia. Like, wait, because I know you said you want all people to unite Africa to heal people, right?
No, I'm not a Pan-Africanist, bro. I'm not.
Oh yeah, I forgot. But anyways, I'm gonna allow Kemet Kunta and Kidola and others to
But
respond.
let me finish. Let me just give one more. Look, see, the Gambian government should be held responsible. Why? Because they are not providing jobs for these people. If Gambia had jobs created, these people wouldn't be doing the things that they are doing. Believe me or not, they are doing it because there is no jobs. And these are the things. Government has to create jobs. How do you do it? What's the population of the Gambia? It's not up to 2 million.
Oh, it's not up to 2 million. I think it's like 2.3.
2.3. How many people are settling in the Gambia right now? It's
How
not
many
up to 2 million. How many people are settling like right now in the Gambia? It's not up to 2 million because some people do travel.
But
so
others come there. There's the Nigerians, Sierra Leoneans, Senegalese.
Right.
Hold on, let me read this super chat before I forget. MS Delta said, "What's wrong with Gambia? Let the grannies put money in to help build the economy." Thank you, MS Delta. I think as you heard, sounds like the grannies are helping. Hold on. All right. So Judith, now you've said quite a lot. Now let's allow people to respond to what you've said. So let's start with Kemet Kunta. We go to Kidola, and then we go down the list. Go ahead, Kemet Kunta. What do you want to say to what he's saying?
What Jude, I think like it's just like how I say it. To walk a mile in someone's shoe, then you will start understanding what's going on. He said some other things about the government, the government need to really to focus on, to create more employment out of most of the monies that they're making by loans or whatever. That's important. But hey, when he said, most of these people are coming here, they are sick, they are here and there. Nah. I'll live with people here for almost, throughout my life, and they've been walking around the seaside, selling their main stuff. They hook up with people. Some are married to these grannies anyway. We sound and look odd to other people. These people are healthier than you and I talking here. What do you mean?
How did you say they're healthier? Did you watch the video? The lady said she got a back pain. It means she was sick.
No, back pain is not a transferable disease. She had the back pain. She went there to heal. But here, like MS Delta said, he said, wait, let me read this too, right? He said, MS Delta said, Afridamus, the same thing happens in the USA. The men are called gigolos or now massage therapists. Bingo, exactly. All those guys going to the gym oiling themselves up. Yeah, you have them all over. And
Hey, African.
Kavian said grannies. Wait, grannies will spread arthritis, type 2, and dementia. That's actually pretty funny. Yeah.
No, that's not funny. That's
Wait,
reality.
hold on. Are you serious? Do you think arthritis can be transferred, Jude?
It can be transferred through kissing.
Are you serious? Okay, let me just hold on. Let me play this. So wait, Jude, you think arthritis is communicable disease now?
I don't know, but from look,
you can contract it through kissing. Is that what you just?
No, through kissing. That was an understatement.
All right, okay. Allow Kemet Kunta to finish up. Go ahead, Kemet Kunta.
Afridamos.
Yeah.
You see, in the past, I've walked into so many, what is it called, white women homes. People, the white women that settled here for almost 20 years now, 15 years.
Right.
Some were married and even have kids. Others don't have kids. They are just hook up with Gambian men, and most of these Gambian men are even, they even allow them to also have a sisterly woman on their side here and there. Hey, Gambians, natural Afridamos, you and I know, we typical Gambians are not exposed to or culturally going to the clinic to check yourself from head to toe. You understand? But then most of these grannies coming, they raise certain awareness to say, hey, you need to check yourself here and there. I've seen that many times. They would have to make sure all your vital signs are intact here and there. I'm not talking to back these things up. Okay, I understand it's not a nice thing to see, but hey, we have to work towards a solution instead of still keeping pointing a finger. Do you know what I mean? So Gambians are not so much of a health conscious people. Naturally.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What Jude is saying that that cannot be transferable. That doesn't make sense. But let's allow Kidola and Mal also to jump in. Go ahead, Kidola.
Yeah, Afrodamas, you see, I understand what Jude is talking about. That have to be like the awareness of the government and some NGOs, especially the Gambian itself, maybe to pass some kind of knowledge, awareness. They have to protect themselves and all these things,
right?
Which is true,
right.
To prevent some of these transferable diseases that can maybe cause problems in society. You see, the truth of the matter is some people take this job very serious. You see, the Nigerian, like I said, the Nigerian guys are very suit.
Yeah,
but the Nigerians, this is a perfect job.
Wait, Kidola, are you surprised that the Nigerians they dress well for it?
No, I'm not surprised because they want to be diplomatic, because they're there as a diplomatic representing themselves.
Yeah,
as a diplomat. Whatever they do there, I don't know. But hey,
it's a job.
It's a job because they take it very serious. That's why they left Nigeria. I've been looking for all the opportunities.
Yeah,
and due to Gambia as part of their opportunity too. You see, one person, look, you can go to London. That's your own opportunity. The Africans who live their own territory and come to somewhere like Gambia, for them it's a perfect place. They enjoy it. They want to be there. You see, so they're having this chance that they cannot really have in Nigeria, which in Nigeria also have these things, what they call these beach boys. It's in Nigeria.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, there are old Nigerian women picking these boys from the street also.
The old Nigerian women?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. There's nothing, they're gigolo boys.
Yeah.
It's nothing new. It happened in Nigeria, in Abuja, Lagos. These big cities, it all happened there. This even on the street, not even in the beach. So if you go to the beach, it's even more there. You understand? So these Nigerians that left Nigeria are looking for the real D, the hard currency.
Yeah,
man. Let's not even start with Nigeria, because a week ago, 9 Nigerians armed robbers robbed the house in the Gambia. So
so that's why I say you punish those people, jail them. You understand me? Look,
and the Gambian police just released them.
If you come there to keep peace, right? Follow the rules. You are welcome. If you come there to start disturbing the rules of the country, they should jail you 20 years, forget you there, let you be eating some corn there, something like that. You understand?
The Gambian police just let them go because they say they have no evidence. But we all know we don't.
They have to do with the government. You see, there's government that have to take control of these things. So what I'm trying to say is this: is bandit is you cannot ban people. You cannot ban people to come into your country. You understand?
Right.
You cannot ban them because it's busy. Look, somebody's coming to some of them coming for healing, some vitamin D.
You heard the lady here. Here, if you guys missed it, let me show you where this woman talked about how all her pain goes away when she goes to Gambia. What?
You see, the way it comes across in the UK is that these guys are exploiting. I mean, it's a...
See, the guys are working out. You see? Watch.
Being here, it refreshes you. It makes you feel alive. When you go out and somebody says, yo, you feel good. If you got someone who's beside you, no matter how old you get, you have someone beside you to share that oldness. As long as these old legs can keep going, I'll still be there 80, but still.
I don't know how to say it, I feel something when I see people.
So it's like they are
and she feels something too.
Yeah, we both looked at each other. As he walked past me.
Because
we looked at each other together, and it was like, whoa.
Click.
I don't know, but
see that?
Tell me your opinion.
I love her,
Really?
Of course.
It's love at first
bottom
sight.
of my heart,
Enter, if you're good looking. Hi, darling. I'm a person who suffered with knee pain and back pain, and when I'm here, I don't get that anymore. But I know as soon as I land in the UK, I'm back in pain.
Did you guys hear that?
Okay.
When she is in the Gambia, she suffers from back pain, knee pain. But when she's in the Gambia, all that disappears.
Fredamos, you see, when you're in the West, at society age, you are like somebody who does not exist anymore. Because in Africa, the older you become, the more important you become. You understand?
Right.
So in Western world, these women are like not really existing anymore. So where to come to for people to recognize them and see them as human beings is Africa. Because Africa will respect you no matter even when you will start getting.
But do you think she's getting knee and back massages?
The code in Europe have been taking care of her for a very long time.
Right.
So now she needs a special weather like Africa to have herself, and not just the weather alone, to be recognized as also as human being.
Yeah.
Because every human being needs somebody.
This is true. You look at what Cute Niece wrote. This is making me laugh. Cute Niece is using a Gambian term. I think Cute Niece is Gambian for sure. Said Chemlakat when Gambians are disgusted. That's what they would say.
Okay, so every let me so that somebody will come in. Everybody, we are human being that is communicable. We touch, we talk, right? That's human beings. So some of them actually in Europe or wherever they're coming from, doesn't have this contact. They discriminate you in your job because you're old, they discriminate you in everything. And where can they feel their funkiness? Just not about, you see, people think, they just come there to have sex, and then no. Some of
right, they want to feel alive.
They want to feel alive, to talk to people. You understand? Not all of them are coming there just having sex, and no. Some of them, they just come there to talk, maybe to touch or to hug. These are the things some of them really they're coming there for. So you cannot just actually start condemning them or condemning the boys. Look, these boys are older boys.
Because you are Jude is trying to say the young, but these are grown men.
These are grown men. You cannot stop them no matter what you say to them. But you can pass awareness to them to be careful of whatever they're doing. But you cannot really. It happened even in America. It also happened in America.
Yeah. In fact, here's. Let me read this super chat. Wait. KBM said Amazon. 1 second. He said Amazon has a TV series called The American Gigolo. I'm not surprised. MS Delta said, Kidola, facts. They come in for the vitamin D. KBM said, we have a problem in Kenya. We have sugar mummies. Wow. So Kenya has the same thing too. MS Delta again, he said, Gambian Bumsters have healing powers. They are doing God's work. MS Delta, KBM, all of you, thank you for the super chat. Let me thank you properly, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hey, MS Delta, we all heard it together. The woman herself giving her testimony. Hallelujah. But go ahead.
I want to leave. Let me give the final. I'm leaving because
you know what? Yeah, we're gonna be closing here. It's almost 2 hours. Final statement. Go ahead.
So what I'm trying to say is this. MS Delta, I will come for your cookout.
Wait, Kunta, give him a second, then you can ask.
So what I'm trying to say is this: is people are people. People come to a beautiful country to have good time.
Right.
Gambia is beautiful. More people will even be coming.
Right.
So Gambia is a new discovery. It's not even new, but people now it's more like on the map now. So
yeah, because the internet, the government should take. Yeah.
So the government have to prepare, have the infrastructures. Someone will come there to buy houses. So not all will just be living. Someone will come and invest their money there.
Right.
So the government have to prepare for the future. Tourism are bringing in, but when you love the society, the way the people live, you prefer to stay there than living to somewhere whereby you'll be totally blind.
Right.
Thank you very much, Damas. God bless you.
Thank you, Kidola. All right. Kemet Kunta, you were gonna say something?
Yeah. Kidola mentioned about raising awareness to, what is it called? The big boys, some call it bombsters, they call themselves chance seekers. I'm not here defending whatever, or what is it called, quotations that people are making. I'm here to understand what's going on with the life of people. Like if you walk down the streets of every hotel area around the seaside, there are posters written, zero tolerance of child abuse, zero tolerance. Now, even these big boys are also being vigilant. They report cases, they condemn it, and they always attack tourists coming, flinging out with young kids, So people are just talking. They're not really coming to see most of the things happening here. That's what I just wanted to add on to it. But, I think it's very important to go and bring these videos for people to hear from them so they understand. If they want to know much better, let them come to the Gambia. Let them come to the Gambia. Many people left their countries, Nigeria, Cameroon, Gambia, seeking what chances in the US, seeking what chances in the UK, seeking what chances in whatever country, in the Europe, Scandinavia, Germans, they're going through education or whatever. If you're making money, come back home and invest. Come and raise some sensitization programs. Come and change the mindset of how people are thinking over here.
You know what?
Pointing fingers.
Like Visionary of Love wrote something here which makes sense. She said, I think some European women are not even aware of some being a bumster. They see them as their boyfriends and sponsor them. So that makes sense. So guys, you got to look at it from the other side too. Like she's right. Some European women come there. They came there to seek boyfriends. So there you have it. So now let's do our closing statements here. Let's have Mal. Let's start with Mal. Mal, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much. As I said before, everybody is talking. Especially, I have a little bit respect for Judah, but the way he talks against Gambia, I think he's the first like Cameroonian trying to talk bad about Gambia, because as far as I know, no country around that area, will talk bad about Gambia, because if you come to Gambia, you know how people live, you know how people are hospitable, So what he is talking about, the disease spreading, okay, that's fine. Okay, we understand all of that. But all people who are already out of life will not give you, diseases that will kill you, like AIDS and all of those diseases. Okay. And we understand, if you look at the World Health Organization data, you will see that, in his country, they have more diseases, if you compare to like communicable diseases that, like HIV, like East Africa is worst. Like, Kenya, Uganda, those people are hotspot for very big diseases. And white people are not coming there to give them diseases. Of course, they have tourism, very good tourism in Kenya, the safari tourism, So, and those people come there, they have sex with young girls in Kenya too, But for Cameroon, I don't think maybe they don't feel Cameroonians are that attractive also and peaceful. That's why they are not coming there that much. To me, that's how I see it. Because if you talk about these diseases, just go to the World Health Organization data and, find out, what are the type of the diseases in East Africa and Central Africa compared to, West Africa, especially even in West Africa compared to Gambia. You will see the data by yourself. You know that in Gambia, Senegal, around that area, even this Ebola, we don't have it. It goes until it finishes. We don't have it. We don't have those communicable diseases in Gambia. I'm not saying that it's totally free of it, but, Gambia is more safer, for like sexual or communicable diseases than any other country in Africa, especially in East Africa and in Central Africa. And that is a fact. You can Google it right now and find out for yourself, right? So I don't know why is he trying to hate on Gambian, speaking bad about, and Gambians don't speak bad about Cameroonians at no platform. I don't know for what purpose he's been doing that, but that is very sad. Cameroon is not okay.
I think Judah wants to move to the beach side there, but thank you, Mal. Thank you. Let's have Judah. You are up. Go ahead, Judah. Actually, let's have Triple J. Triple J, go ahead.
All I want to say is I have mixed feelings about it, because on the other hand, they do a lot of good stuff in the Gambia. For example, they buy the kids soccer balls. They pay school fees. They could buy school supplies for the kids. But on the other hand, the word sex paradise, the Gambia, it's like shining a negative image on the name of the Gambia, even though it's not really like that on the ground, but the people outside don't really know, So
right,
yeah, that's all I want to say. And maybe it has something to do with like the word Mandingo.
Yeah.
The stigma that comes with it.
Like what?
A lot of people from the West, when you say Mandingo.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Okay, yeah. Right. I got you. Yeah.
So it might be that. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
So somehow the Europeans they seem to like it. Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Now we have Judah. Judah, go ahead.
Alfredemus, see, when I came out here, I said I really don't have problems with the Gambians. I said that. I don't know why Mal is saying I have problems. I keep talking down on Gambians. No, I don't. Sometimes people have to, they have to be a trigger in what is happening in the Gambia, because things that are happening in the Gambia is a serious issue. It's not something that nobody should take it as not important. These are things that are affecting African youth just because of unemployment. When unemployment comes your way, you can take whatever things that come. So this is a thing, right? This is a kind of prostitution that most people don't know. And this is going to lead to pimping, where the guys that have money in the Gambia, they will be looking for young guys and they will pimp them around to these Grammys when they come around. And that can lead to what they call pandering as well. So in Gambia, that is so small, you're going to have all these things in years to come. I'm a person that is seeing far. Most of these people that come here, they don't even, they just believe it now, get the chance and get the money. But I'm saying in years to come, what will happen of the Gambia? How will it be in 10 years? So look, I really don't want to talk much, but I want to thank Kemet Conte for doing the video that he did, and I want to thank him for calling out people but at the same time, we are not talking bad on the Gambians. The Gambians have to get their ass together, talk to their
But
government. Right.
Judah, do you? But if the people are saying it's not a sex paradise, right? Are you just gonna go with what the European media is saying? Like I would say, the British media.
See, Afridemos. When there are certain things that once you are getting money of it, you don't blame it. You don't see the consequences. Look,
But do you know how hard it would be to pimp a Gambian man?
It's very easy to pimp people, especially when they don't have money, and it used to happen in the States.
Tourism has been going there for a while. You know
Right,
that, right?
but this is the thing, right? There are things that is happening in the Gambia, but they really don't know what it is. People might be actually getting pimping, but they actually don't know how to call it. But these are things that happen. Right. So I'm just saying, look, your government has to look into it, especially your tourism minister. They have to come out and look for a strategy. Any person that is coming in has to be checked in the hospital.
But they
Things
said
like
he's
that.
not competent. Didn't you hear that?
Right. If he is not competent, then I don't know what to do. But there have to be certain laws and procedures that your country has to follow. Because if not, by 5 years to come, 10 years to come, nobody will be flying to your country anymore. You know, South Africa used to be the HIV capital, and people it was a problem in South Africa. I'm just letting you know there are gonna be disease once they hit Gambia. Gambia is so small. You guys will face it. I'm just saying, but you guys should be careful. Talk to your government. There have to be a strategy, and they have to create jobs for your people. That's just all about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Judah. Thank you very much. All right, now we have KBM. KBM, thank you for joining in. What do you want to add on to this?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I never thought I would actually agree once with Judah, but I do have to agree with him to a certain point because, you have certain people that are passport bros that are in South America, going to the DR, what have you, and having these little consultations, and they're playing pimp by proxy through a consultation. And when they're doing this,
can you elaborate on that?
Yes. So from what they have said, some of them that I've heard speak to it in general, is what they're saying is that they're given all the information on what it takes, kind of like a dating coach, so to speak, on what it takes, what locations, what bars to meet these particular women who are the prostitutes of that country.
Yeah.
So therefore, you can kind of like not try to have to find them, but exactly where to go. And
right. So they sort of monopolize it and organize it like a business type.
Right. Illegal business type. And
Yes.
and then we have people doing this from America in Uganda, so doing the exact same thing. So therefore, and one of them is making it very public, the other one's not making it very public, and one of them's going after the passport bros because it's like he's in competition with people that are just like him, which makes no sense. It's funny, but this, there might be a day where these guys will be there and will be in the streets. And maybe there's one or two somewhere in Africa that are actually pimping women, just like you see here in the United States. They're going to be out there like beating them up in the streets. You got my money, this type of thing, or maybe beat them up in a hotel room. But I want to put it past somebody that's trying to do that or already has done that.
Yeah. I mean, look. Nothing surprises me, Nothing surprises me.
All right, that's all I had to add. Thanks, Judah, for bringing that up.
Thank you, KBM. Thank you very much for coming in. All right, finally, we have Kemet Kunta. Kemet Kunta, closing statement. What do you want to say, before I close the show?
Well, I'll recommend for people to come and, visit Gambia and see it for themselves. And not only visiting, but let them talk to people to understand. Let them also know the history of our government structures. Let them try to also know the economic status quo of this country. That will give them a bit of idea of how other people, some of the strange things are happening in the outlook of the people. And then, like, it is also wrong to paint everybody with the same brush. It's just, when you say bumsters and stuff, these are just few percentage of people. You have thousands of youths out there, doing their official, normal, good jobs and works and other stuff.
Now, if you also look at the other side of the development side, most of the brothers and sisters that travel through these beach sites, I mean, they live a different life. Some went to better their life through education. Some are actually sponsored by these friends that they meet here. Others, as we speak, they have been helped to pay their school fees, the unis and other stuff like that. So we have to balance both. So if people are here, they're only seeing white faces coming over here to help them really reach to their goal in education, in other sectors, though you still have to consider, the disease side of the story, which is also very important. I will agree with Judy on that side. But, if we are not seeing our own people coming to really set up programs to really help us for our education, it's a problem, Afridamus.
That's
If
true. You're
it's a
absolutely
problem,
right.
how can you then convince that person to say, oh, no, don't follow that person, don't do this? But when it comes to the need, the basic need, education, school fees, laptop, and other stuff, you don't even see our own people coming, but they are busy talking on the internet, castigating. And when they are here, they are fighting among themselves on the internet, Google, scamming all the time, land issue problem here and there. Come on. It's just too much.
You're
It's just too
absolutely
much.
right.
But,
Thank you.
yeah, that's life. We have to check and balance. There's no lose or win-win. We have to check and balance things and move not only Gambia but the whole Africa and even the whole world as well. You know what I mean? So prostitution is everywhere where we in the whole world. Wherever you travel, you'll find prostitutes. That's what other people also do for a living. Other people are doing other important things to live, but other people are also doing other things to live. And most of the people they call prostitutes, these are single parents that are having hard time to feed themselves and their babies. They are rejected by their parents. They are, they are seen as an abomination. So there's no social, there is no organization like counseling programs to really get these people reintegrate back into society. We don't have most of those things. You know very well what I mean. So it leads them to go just live a life of I don't care. And this is where everything started, down to human trafficking and other things like that. So yeah, big up, and I thank all those who also call in to contribute. We have learned, people talk about the, left and right side of the story. We all learning. Afridamus, I really appreciate your show. Thank you so much.
Hey, Kemekunda, thank you for coming in and thanks for, sending those videos. Please make sure when you get a chance, if you can interview some of the Nigerian bombsters or chance seekers or some of the white Europeans, we want to hear from them also directly. So thank you once again for all you did today and, previously. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Kemet Kunta. Visionary of Love wrote something that caught my eye. Visionary of Love said, why do people not find that tragic, when it happens in the West, but when it happens in Africa? That's true. Because people, they have this superiority complex. Even some of the Africans in the West, they're not going to tell you this, but they think they are smarter than the Africans in Africa. They know better than the Africans in Africa. So therefore, they put themselves in the position to believe they can speak for them. That's why they use words like they are being taken advantage of. Since when do you see other people standing up fighting for grown men when it comes to sex? Grown men having sex with a grown woman. They do not generally care as long as the guy is older. But because it involves Westerner, white European, and African, so the subconscious, the silent part that they are not telling you is they believe that Africans are a protected species and they are supposed to be the ones protecting the other Africans in Africa. So that's why I'm bringing this conversation so we can hear directly from Africa. So people can get out of this idea that they, in fact, have this power to, quote unquote, protect the people in Africa. The people in Africa have the common sense. All you can do is provide the information, the conversation like I'm doing over here. But I don't want to, I do not want to tell anyone how they should, do and live their life. But I think with conversations like this, people bring in different ideas that can help many people learn, different ideas and skills on how they can be better in their endeavors, whatever that is. But as you can see clearly, there's a huge argument here. Some say, yes, they have been taken advantage of. Others say, no. We've seen some who, they go to Africa for rehabilitation, people. Rehabilitation. The pain they feel when they are in the UK, the pain goes away. Others, they just want to interact with the people, having a great time, enjoying the beach, bird watching. So maybe the Gambia government, the people in the tourist industry, they don't know how to make things attractive. So therefore, they're creating a system that would isolate an entire sector of that economy. So hopefully they would use this stream here as a learning process and understand why some of the old, they call them old, let's just call them passport grannies, unless if, some of the white women or people that, if you got a better name that you would prefer me to use here, you can also secretly send it to my email. I would be sure to use it. If passport grannies work better, I'm more than happy to use that as well. Okay? But clearly, I'm not sure what part of it I stand. Oh, KBM said passport mamas. Yes, the passport mamas. That's a good word, I guess. They're saying the passport mamas cannot come in, but clearly, the youth, the guys don't believe that the government, is even telling the truth about this. They believe there's an underlying, hidden agenda underneath. But either way, I hope it all works out for both sides. Those of you that want to continue to go receive the precious vitamin D from the Smiling Coast, you heard it over here. The people say they are very welcoming. You can't deny that. And you've also heard from Jude and others, they gave you the warning, people from the Smiling Coast. They say, please take care of yourself. They said, take your, make sure you have enough sunlight, do more push-ups, drink lots of water, squats, because the tourist season has just begun. Until next time, I'm your host, Afridamus. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I'm out.